Today, his sister shared a beautiful link. It was a beautiful talk by Sister Geeta Mohan Ram, an ardent devotee of Swami, now settled in Singapore, I think. Don't know. But the talk she has given in Singapore. And his sister connected this talk with one old talk given by him, Love All Serve All in Southern. If the old time devotees remember that, it was so beautiful that could not resist sharing the essence of the same with you, and aligning that with the Love All Serve All pour given long back. Sister Geeta recalls her college days. This is in the 70s, mid 70s. So, very often, her family, her mother, all of them would visit Swami. And in 1976, we know that there would be hardly any rush over there. Now, she's studying in college in Bangalore, and her friends in the college, they would often go to movies because many theaters were right opposite to their college premise. Somewhere in Bangalore, she tells some area. But Sister Geeta would resist, and she admits that it is not due to her disinterest in the movies or her detachment towards the movies, but mainly due to the fear that Swami may catch her when she visits Brindavan next. One day, it so happens that some teacher has not come, and they have a 2.5 hours gap for the next class. The friends are hell bent on convincing her that, see, you are not bunking your class. The teacher has not come, number one. Number two, where your Satya Sai Baba sitting far away in Whitefield going to know that you are seeing a movie? Come on, let us go. And they are convincing her very hard. And this is a movie of Rajesh Khanna in 76, Amar Prem. Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila Tagore, runaway hit movie, directed by Shakti Samant. Now, she says, the devil mind, when it wants something, it justifies somehow. Is it not true that whatever we want to do, we somehow justify that and go ahead and do it? It could be even bad. It is sometimes we repent, or sometimes we may not repent at all. So she says, okay, The title of the movie is Amar Pram. Swami insists always on Prem. And this is Amar Prem. Okay. The Prem which never dies, which never goes, which never leaves. Swami also always calls us as Prema Swarupalara. So let me go and watch a movie titled Amar Prem. She used to like the songs. All songs were super hits in those days. She goes and watches the movie. 2-3 days after that, Saturday, she is visiting Vrindavan with her mother. She is always called by Swami as Ganesha because she used to write down whatever Swami talks. And for the Balvikas, for everything, those days, so many things were getting formulated in this high organization. So she used to be, you can say, the official writer for Swami. So we know the story of Ganesha writing. Ah, okay. So Swami calls some Balvika shlokas related to some of these shlokas. Swami wants something to be told to these people, and she sits there ready to start writing. Swami was speaking that day about love, how to reach to Balvika's children and how to teach them love. And Swami was explaining you should teach to the children that if love is there, it covers, it includes everything, everyone. She is writing. Suddenly, Swami says, there who are all present, Bangalore University Vice Chancellor Professor Gokak, few other eminent people, respected Kasturi Garu, all of them are present there. Of course, her mother and all others. Swami suddenly says, he is telling about love. Swami says, in Telugu, he says, you ask Geeta. In the cinema hall also, she wants to go and see Eternal Love, Amar Pram. And innocently, she's writing even those lines, thinking that Swami is telling something good about her. She's writing, Geeta, in the hall also, she wants to go and see Eternal Love. She's writing transcription. And then she realizes, she looks up and she knows she's got. Her mother is sitting there. Kasturiji is sitting there. Gokak is the Bangalore University Vice Chancellor and she is studying in a college of Bangalore University. She is looking at Swami and indicate to him, Swami, please don't continue this conversation. She says, Swami will not leave. She says, if we say we are devotees, Swami will insist that we better be his real devotees. Swami narrates all conversations her friends had with her. He is continuing. Her friend said, Satya Sai Baba is sitting far away. He won't know. Papam. She said no only initially. Then she is she thought, okay, the movie is all about Amara Prema. Swami also talks about Amara Prema. Then he says, Anta pichi pichi patalu. And then he sings the initial lines of a song, even because that song, she was so attracted by that song that for that only she has gone and seen that movie. The song is sung by Kishore. It goes like this. चिंगारी कोई भड़के तो सावन उसे बुझाए, सावन जो आग लगाए उसे कौन बुझाए, पतझड़ जो भाग उजाड़े वो बाग बहार खिलाए, जो बाग बहार में उजड़े उसे कौन खिलाए, को उसे कौन खिलाए. We will come to the meaning of the song and what all Swami says. But here it has to be noted that Swami or Brahman as reflected consciousness illumined even that lyricist, even that musician, due to which that song emerged. And like a mother knows about all about her child because she has created that, Swami knew all about that song because from him, from that reflected consciousness only, the lyricist had the intellect and the mind to write that. So everything emerges from Swami. This is a profound thing which we have to realize. And Swami sings it only to prove this one truth to all of us. Swami continues. Look at the pitchy lines of this song. If fire is there, then you can extinguish it with water. If water itself catches fire, then how the fire can be extinguished? If a dry season dries out flowers, then spring can bring back the same. But when the spring itself dries out the flowers, or if the spring itself does not come at all, then who can save the flowers? Swami is telling all this. And then he's telling, he's taunting. Is water catching fire possible? Is it possible that the spring season will never come? Ida, Pata. And what you all do to enjoy, you waste money, you go there and you sit there and you watch all these pitchy songs. Sister Geeta says that if her mother had had the capacity to kill her through her eyes, through those stern eyes, while the mother looked at her, she would have killed her there itself in front of Swami. That he says, Professor Kasturi, she says he is the sweetest soul. Wherever Professor Kasturi is there, there will be laughter. He'll make everyone laugh and he'll entertain everyone. And he is, of course, he is never afraid of Swami. Even if Swami rebukes him, even if Swami scolds him, still, he sweetly intervenes and says, why Swami? Why you are troubling her? If you don't say, no one here will know all these things. Why you are embarrassing her? Swami is telling, nobody would have known. And then Swami is pointing out with his fingers to himself, to Swami, and says, I will know. Children, young adults, if at all any one of you is listening to this, please remember, Swami is watching you. Always, always, Swami is watching you. Swami is present there as your antaratma, your inner conscience. And that inner conscience can never be ignored. Though physically Swami may not be there, but as conscience, Swami is always watching all your actions, wherever you are. As much this is true for elders as well. We say or do some certain things which our conscience would so tell us that this is not good, but we think we can just do away and Swami will not know. Here is a caution Swami has told. Nobody will know, but I will know. Then Swami continues. If anyone asks, she will say, I was looking for Amara Prema. Then, here Sister Geeta says, I have put all my reputation as a sincere Sai devotee at stake. I have exposed myself. Why? Because I have to share with you what lesson Swami gave that day. Swami says, you know what is Amara Prema? Even when forest catches fire, if you have the shower of bhakti, then the forest of all your troubles will be extinguished. And due to the incessant shower of bhakti, in the next year, from that forest of your trouble, amidst the forest of your trouble, new seeds of faith will sprout again. The shower of bhakti will again and again cause new seeds of faith sprouting within you. Think about it. And then Swami takes the first word of the song and says, Chingari. What is this Chingari? Spark of light. When you ignite the spark of love within your heart, it will become an effulgent jyoti which spreads even in the darkness. Here we can say, even in your other side of darkness within you, or even amidst the darkness of ignorance and vasanas and kleshas of all others surrounding you. Even in such darkness, this effulgent jyoti will spread its light. It gives light to everyone. It does not make a distinction of caste, creed, color, language, animals, birds, human beings. You will make the path of light in front of you. What light? These are all Swami's saying, Swami's telling this. The light is the wisdom that you get when you have love for everyone. And in that wisdom, there is no difference between anybody. There is no difference in any conditions. It spreads to everyone. And what happens, Swami says, Navallu becomes Manavaldu. My people becomes our people. That light of wisdom you spread to everybody. The prema in your heart expands and sees all as prema swarupa. This is the eternal Amara Prema, which is within your heart. It is already present in you. You have to just ignite that chingari within you. That is why I address all of you as Prema Swarupas. You become Prema Swarupas. You can see me in everything, in every being, everywhere, in the form of this beautiful Jyoti of love that you can spread to everyone. This Bangaru is the Amara Prema. Little would the director of the movie or whosoever gave the title of the movie would have known that Swami would take up that title, that song, and give such a big lesson to the vast humanity. Now, let us connect it to the Laval Sarwal session given long back in Southern. What was taught or what did we learn together? First, love starts with the Bhakta loving Swami outside. That is seated in this center, visualizing and seeing, looking at Swami's photograph there and showering our devotion to Swami. This first stage goes on for a long time. And then the second stage comes when the Bhakta finds Swami within himself as love. Here, more or less the form of Bhakta and the form of Bhagavan get merged in that overpowering, overflowing love within the Bhakta's heart. In the Bhagavad Gita talk given by Swami in the 80s, which was published later on by an overseas devotee, in one of the chapters, Swami is explaining that Swamiji is explaining about this going beyond the form and finding the God within oneself as love. So, perhaps the Swamiji or the teacher is explaining to very young students. So, he cannot tell them in a complicated way. So, he says that what happened, yesterday I slept. This Chittachora, one who steals everything, this little Krishna, what he did, he came and he stole the God's form which I was keeping in my heart. That form, the Chittachora Natakat Krishna, he stole that form and left me without that form in my heart. Next day, when I woke up, I was all filled with that love for Krishna, but that form, the Krishna himself had stolen from my heart. That is the way he explains how the the a devotee bhakta advances from what we learned in the Bhakti Yoga, from the single pointed concentration towards devotion, transforming to love. This is the second stage which was explained in that Wall Sarwal talk. And then what happens? In that overflowing love, this third stage comes where in that ocean of love which we exist as, like the cascade of moonbeams explained in Viveka Chudamani to few of you, we may not be doing anything at that stage, third stage, where devotion has totally transformed to total love, total devotion transformed to total love. In that stage, all others, whosoever comes into contact with us, unless they are filled up with so much of negativity or so much of negative impressions against us, they will all come and happily swim in the ocean of love that we exist as at the third stage. So here, the love all, first part of the love all, serve all, the love all is just a happening. It is not a deliberate, artificial attempt to see the 5 feet 2 inches Swami in any worker or anybody and trying to love that person. No, it just happens. It is the loving all is the culmination, fructification of the devotee's long journey in this path of devotion and love, maybe for several births. And then, needless to say, serving all follows, just follows in silence. At that stage, the bhakta in that third stage does not even beat around the bush and go and declare that he has served anybody. The serval just happens. Because all have come and taken shelter in that, swimming in that ocean of love. In that ocean of love, all have become one. And right hand will never announce that it is helping the left hand. Similarly, when all are one, then why one will say that I have served the other when there is no difference between the other and me? Serving all need not be even spoken about. So, take home lesson, brothers and sisters and children, is expand, expand as love. Let it blossom in your heart as Prema Jyoti, covering one and all. This Prema Jyoti, as explained by Swami, is Amara Jyoti or Amara Prema. Beautiful lesson. He just could not wait. So, immediately he noted down the points verbatim as shared by Sister Geeta Mohan Ram. And it is being served to you all. whomsoever is willing to take this survey. Jai Sai Ram.